Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, in here and out there. You are tuned in to the Tuesday Jukebox, broadcasting to you live from an undisclosed location in downtown White River Junction. We are here in Speakeasy Studios with a live studio audience, and we are streaming to all the socials, both of them, all 14, 20 million of them. You're still not on Twitch yet. Somebody tried to talk me into Twitch the other day at the bar. And my name is Jacob Brightbach, Fiddle Ninja, your host here in the Speakeasy on the Jukebox tonight. As per usual, the Ninja Wizard, Banjo Wizard Steve Hennig, down from Cardigan Mountain, and together we are Ninja Wizard. And we're going to continue on with the instrumentals here before we introduce our special guest this evening. We are headed up into the key of B for a little Herschel Sizemore tune.
You betcha.
All right, here we go. Shorty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if that is in fact your real names, we have for you tonight a real surprisingly good, well-prepared show for this evening. For a change, I actually practiced, and some of the band even rehearsed. Keep it a secret, just like the Speakeasy. So we have the full band here tonight because we thought, why would we wait to bring everybody out here? Tonight's special guest, my sweetheart, the one and only Jes Raymond. She's going to take center stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome her.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jacob.
Welcome to the Jukebox.
Yeah, I know, my first time on the Jukebox. Feels great. It's a box.
It is. It's meant to be. And it's not a shoebox. It's a jukebox.
All right, I got some songs. Let's sing them. We'll start out with the
Start out
Brown
with
Bird?
Brown Bird. Yeah.
All right.
City girl.
right, that's Jes Raymond. She's the foot stompingest, guitar pickingest, banjo strummingest
Yes.
woman in our household. She's the bear. She's the bear mama. And we might tell some jokes here at the jukebox tonight, but since my wife is on stage with me, I don't think anybody's gonna get slapped in the face tonight. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. We're gonna tune some capos to B flat and all that good stuff. Let some folks transition here, and this is where I do a little informational transfer. Folks need to know what's happening here in the Valley. We have First Friday coming up on April 1st. No fooling you. And Jes has a print show downstairs in the Two River Studios. You'll want to check that out. That starts at 5 p.m. And we'll be having music down there in the Two River Studios. We'll have a Roots Americana jam session with Steve and I, and then there'll be jazz here in the jukebox starting around 6 p.m. with some wonderful musicians, Cannon LeBrie and Dave Richard, and also a new trio to me that my friend DeWitt Mallory is bringing in. So check that out at the jukebox. You have to come to the print studio first to find out the location of the speakeasy for those who aren't here. So that's where the Two River Studios in the Tip Top building.
Leverage.
Yeah, there we go. In other news, exciting news, Jes and I have an announcement to make. We've settled on a name. We've picked a name. Do you want to tell them the name?
Name is River Folk.
That's right, folks. Let's hear the applause. I got you. That's right. I'm going to read from the copy we wrote here today about River Folk. Northern Stage hosts River Folk Music Festival in the Courtyard Theater Monday, July 11th, presented by Here in the Valley. We hope you'll join us for a music variety show hosted by Jacob Breitbach and Tommy Crawford, who's a new member of the community here. Headliners include Ida Mae Specker, Brooks Hubbard, and the Western Terrestrials, and they will be supported by the Route 5 Revival House Band, featuring local greats such as Jes Raymond, Ed Eastridge, Marcus Kopening, and Alex Kelly. And we envision River Folk as a one-day event this year, but growing into a multi-day event at Northern Stage. As a northern arts beacon on the Appalachian Trail, River Folk Music Festival brings the Upper Valley together in a celebration of community artistic voice. So we are really excited to be partnering with Northern Stage. Finally, Here in the Valley has found a new home. We love the Briggs Opera House. We'll be back there very soon. We're going to do this outdoor event with all these great folks, and tickets are going to be going on sale later this week, and the big announcement is coming from Northern Stage, I think maybe by Friday. So that was the bait and switch there with the exciting news. Sorry, we deliberated on that name for a very long time, and
We do tend to deliberate on
yeah,
names.
it took us a week to name our child Barrett. So he was just boy. For
Boy.
about 6-7 days. Baby boy. Breitbach baby boy. So Jes has a song for us now about a special moment in our journey together. Do you want to
Sure,
these
this
folks
song
in?
is called Paper Roses. It's one I wrote when Jacob and I got married. It's true. We toured around the country for quite a few years in a big white Sprinter van. Well, we had several vans, but we ended with this big white Sprinter van, who we called Vanny Boy, after Vandolph the White was no more. And when you travel around with someone that you love, you get credit for extra years of marriage. It's like dog years, right? So while we may have been married in 2013, we have extra credit.
Oh, yeah. It was kind of like we were Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused. And it was like we were getting older, but all the bandmates were still only 23 years old. It was really, it's just not working, so. No more 23-year-olds, which is what Jes said when she first met me when I was 23. Fortunately, it was right before my birthday and I turned 24, so.
Snuck in there.
Yeah. So this is a tune called Paper Roses. It's also on our album called Three Red Feathers, which we'll be playing several tunes from tonight, as well as some new stuff. So here we go.
with a new coat of paint. Pretend to know what's right and pretend to know what's wrong. And it's harder than we thought to keep it all aligned. Paper roses and an old-time band. Put the sweet in with the salt and we took the chairs. We lit the lanterns, watched them rise. One got caught in a maple tree, but the rest got to the sky. Well, maybe this parade's a mess. Maybe those are broken clocks. Maybe we could find 100 reasons why we ought to stop. But no one ever promised we'd make it without scars. I want to sleep up in the mountains, but I'd settle for my own backyard. Paper roses and an old-time band. Put the sweet in with the salt and we took the chairs. We lit the lanterns, watched them rise. One got caught in a maple tree, the rest got to the sky. And I set that last one free. Oh, 'cause you helped me reach.
Alrighty then.
Well, there's a mystery man on stage.
There is a mystery man, but we cannot reveal his identity until we cut the social media feed, as we all should do more frequently. So after I tell the intern back there to cut Twitter and Facebook off at the knees, then if you want to watch the rest of the live stream show, you must go to Side Door, and the link is somewhere in the comments right now. So he's going to do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you later, social media. Good riddance. All right. Now you're in the room with Side Door only. All right. And anybody in this room actually can also watch the live stream later until Thursday about 8 p.m. So sign up on the email list, or just let me know if I already have your email, and I can send you that. We're proud to be doing our shows through Side Door. It allows us the liberty and freedom legally to play the next song, which is somebody's cover tune, and charge tickets for it. Whereas everything else, those were Jes's songs. So,
No legal ramifications
not
on
yet.
any of
Not
those.
yet. No. We have a mystery man on stage. I did say his name once already. He is new to the Valley. He's well dressed most of the time. He's a beautiful child and a beautiful wife, as well as being handsome himself. He's got a wicked sense of humor. He likes to play practical jokes and pranks. So watch out on April 1st for this guy. Ben Cogan on the upright bass, ladies and gentlemen. Ben will be doing his own full-featured show on April 12th, I believe, on the Tuesday Jukebox here. So tickets are on sale for that now. Tell all your friends, both of them, to come on down to the Jukebox. There might be room for you here. we are gonna turn to a new tune that Jess have brought to the band. And then we're gonna also talk about some more exciting news that Jess and I are we're gonna test on you guys tonight. You're our guinea pigs. So we have a tune by Shovels and Ropes.
Yeah, we're gonna try this, we've been working this up.
Yeah, for a while.
This song's hard, folks. Here we go.
One, two, three.
Delta mama and a nickerjack man raised Cumberland Garters in a Tennessee band. Played ship water at Station Inn. Couldn't play fast, couldn't fit in. By the 66 Dodging Caroline. Got her education on her mama's dime. She was singing in a bar called Comatose, halfway rusted on the salty coast. Rock of ages cleave from me. Let my heart scared melody. Married in the sand. 500 miles from Birmingham. Rock American cowboy in a rock and roll band, brothers amplifier in on the Russian land. Athens, Georgia on a Friday night, saw the little girl, she could sing all right. Spent 5 years going from town to town, waiting on the little girl to come around. Caught in the arms of New York City, to lose that gal seemed a terrible pity. Rock of ages cleave from me. Let my heart forget a beat. Why did you demand calling me from Birmingham? Well, wanna come wagging on the VQ when you said this will be the last chance to see of me. Cowboy Brown said I know it's not true, 'cause there's nothing I can do to get loose from you. Made a little money playing in the bars, 2 beat-up drums and 2 old guitars. From the Crescent City to the Great Salt Lake, it ain't what you got, it's what you make. When the road got rough and the wheels all broke, couldn't take more than we could do. Making something out of nothing with a scratcher and a hook, with 2 old guitars like a shovel and a rope. Rock of ages cleave for me. Let my heart myself in me. Now I understand on better terms since Birmingham.
That is good. Woo! Yeah. Rehearsed. Yeah, now you are. All right.
That's a lot of words.
There's a lot of words in
That's a
that
lot of
one,
words.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's next on the set list there, Ben? Do we know?
Am I the keeper of the set?
Oh, no, I am, I guess.
Let's see. Around the bend
Around the bend, thank you.
in A minor, right? B.
In A.
Hey.
But you play in B.
That'll also be this assignment.
Ben has an interesting sense of humor. He also is an adventurous fellow. He showed me He convinced me to play songs in keys like F sharp and C sharp by detuning the entire violin, which I did once after he did it at a rehearsal with another person. So his bass got like really low, and then I got my violin really low, and it was very foreign. So
Fun?
I learned something from somebody. Yeah, I mean I learned something new. Yeah,
What
I
did
too.
you think of it?
It took me a minute to adapt. Yeah.
We were playing in like odd keys. We were playing in G flat, so like I just tuned my bass down. There's like another local musician called Jay Nash. You guys know Jay Nash? Yeah. He tunes. Everyone probably already knows. He tunes down to G flat for everything. So I decided I would do the same.
All right, we're gonna do another tune off of our record, Three Red Feathers. This is
It's a love song, but it's the wrong kind of love song. Summer was a party, and every night a fire. Every night a little bit hotter, and every night a little bit higher. I thought that was love when he gave me a cute little wink. Oh, I thought that was love by the old railroad swing. We kissed from dark till dawn without taking a breath. Thought he was touching my heart, but that was really just my chest. And you can't see a dead hand till you're halfway around the bend. You can't see a dead end till you're halfway around the bend. Around the bend.
Oh, well, March may have come in like a lion here in the Upper Valley. And I celebrated my 41st birthday, and I thought, oh, it's just going to get warmer and warmer. And it's not going out it came in like a lion, but it's going out like a snowy leopard, I think. We've got this like splotchy snow and cold ground again.
It's like a lynx with little ears.
There we go. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some talk backstage that maybe this is just how we get rid of the ticks finally this year. We just have a sub-zero
Just freeze
freeze.
'em out.
Yeah. Trick them to coming out and then zap them with cold. Well, we're going to harken back to previous season here with just this next song.
Yeah, we'll sing a love song for that snow. We might as well. This was called The Lady of the Mountains. The Lady of the Mountains, so many times she's seen a buzzing burst of summer, so many shades of green. She can't help but smile when that green goes to gold. Her heart of hearts, she waits for the snow. The Lady of the Mountains, she's ready to forget a year of lost love, a whole year overslept, promises not kept, so press those to cold and burn them for warmth in the first falling snow. When summer decides that she's satisfied and sends her blessing up to the sky, they open the gates and quiet the sounds, and heaven comes down to lie on the ground. The Lady of the Mountains wears the wilderness wrapped around her shoulders and tucked around her neck. The places that we can't go, days beyond the roads, life's out there living even under the snow. When summer decides that she's satisfied and sends her blessing up to the sky, they open the gates and quiet the sounds, and heaven comes down to lie on the ground.
All right. We're going home.
You gonna interview me? Is
We're
that
gonna
what's
do.
happening?
We're gonna cross the. We're
I've been
gonna.
waiting for this
Oh,
all
oh,
week.
oh no. Oh no. Is
What
this
is
gonna?
he going to ask
Is this
me?
gonna turn into the? You're gonna interview me during.
What is he going to learn
Oh,
about
man.
me?
Oh. This is where Tiny Desk meets Terry Gross and fresh air.
Meets that game show where they ask you questions and then they see if you answered the same answer.
Oh, the married, there was the married newlyweds? I think it's probably gonna be the Newlyweds Meets the Gong Show. It's probably more like what we're in for. Do you need to switch?
We have a friend that was on the Gong Show.
We do, but we're not interviewing him tonight. We're gonna stick with it's the Jes Raymond Show. So I can introduce Jess a little bit more thoroughly. She is from right here in White River Junction. She's went to Hartford High. Go Hurricanes. Were they the Hurricanes then?
Yes.
They were still the Hurricanes,
Yep.
and they still are. Are there ever hurricanes here?
Yeah, there was
I guess
one a few
Irene,
years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
It was a biggie.
You're like a hurricane, a little bit.
Kind
Yeah.
of a hurricane.
Let's not get into that. Jess,
I have a lot of projects. But I think that's what he's referring to.
Jess and I met in Olympia, Washington, through some mutual bands. I was in the all-boy band, and she was in the all-girl band, and there was some inevitable
Cross band.
cross-pollination that occurred between those bands. And she was like, "No, 23-year-old, go away." And then I figured, chicken fajitas, that's the ticket. I'll just go make chicken fajitas. And then I was just doing laundry and cleaning the house while she went to work that spring. And a lot of other things had
And
happened.
now we're still doing the laundry.
Still
cleaning
doing.
the house.
Yeah.
while
I even loaded and started the dishwasher before we left tonight. So, yeah.
I am lucky. I
So
am.
Jess has a myriad of stories. Many of them she's told about being on the road, and she puts a lot of them in her songs. You got to be careful about living with a songwriter because you or your mistakes might end up in one of her songs. But Jess, will you please tell us a little bit about your musical journey? How you became where you first started playing music, and how you got to Olympia, maybe.
All right. Well, I first started playing music right around the corner here. I was in the children's choir at St. Anthony's Parish, which is the big brick church for anyone who doesn't know, just right there. If we were
Wait,
undisclosed location.
you're disclosing our location.
Scratch that.
It's a decoy, yeah. That's the new speakeasy, St. Anthony's.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the church choir there. That was where I first started singing, and then I was in my band in high school middle school, high school, and I played the trumpet. I still pretend to play the trumpet. I play the trumpet for my son, and then I let him hold it, and he makes a lot of noise on that trumpet already. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go that route.
You also have a musical theater background here growing up.
Yep, and I did a lot of musical theater in the area. I was part of North Country Community Theater for a lot of years, and it was great. I love those people. I love those. I was really supported in, my parents love music. They didn't really do that themselves, but I was plenty supported by the community in wanting to do that when I was growing up here. And then I wandered. I went to music school in North Carolina, and then I dropped out of music school in North Carolina, and I moved out west, and where I ran into you in Olympia, Washington, which is funny. Where I started really playing stringed instruments was out there. Yeah.
And you're an Evergreen State College graduate. You were a greener. Go Gooey Ducks.
Go Gooey Ducks.
And
If you don't know what a gooey duck is, you're going to have to Google it.
Yeah.
G starts with a G.
Can you please share the title of your degree from Evergreen? I think it helps to inform kind of the background that you.
Music, mythology, and mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a college degree at a liberal arts college. The only state-funded liberal arts college in the United States is the Evergreen State College. And that fits Jess very well, I think. She's brings mountains and mythology and plants. When I first met Jess, there was a lot of she made a lot of t-shirts for her band from upcycled t-shirts with like individual prints about different shrub brush and shrub step and things like that, yeah. Very DIY. And could you maybe...
And botanical.
So you played in pep band and in the choir
Yes.
and all that good stuff. But you have an interesting history with bands and band naming, which was why when I'm finally settling on the name of our new music festival, which I'll circle back to for everyone again later.
Since we've known each other,
Oh, my Lord.
since we've known each other, Jacob and I have had the band name game,
Oh, it's so much fun.
and I love it, and he does not
It's-
love it. I like to come up with band names, and Jacob likes to say nope. Not my band.
Well, you shared with me your first band name that you actually, was it in New Mexico, your very first band?
Oh yeah, North Carolina.
Okay, what was the name of that band?
It was it was Star Farm Organic.
Yes. That's such a great band name.
Yep. Yeah, that was a great band. Mark Mados, love you.
So you and I played in a band, but it was an all-girl band before I joined the band. And can you tell a little bit of the evolution of that band and the name of that band?
Yeah, I had started to get together with this group of girls, and we had started going to these bluegrass sessions, and we were just kind of learning our stringed instruments, and the boys at the bluegrass session played way too fast, and we were like, let's go hang out together with just the girls. That sounds like fun. And then we were going to have a show, so we decided we needed a name, and I was working for a place called Sound Native Plants. It was a nursery, plant nursery at the time, and I was covered in scratches because I'd been taking blackberries out all day, and I was like, how about the Blackberry Bitches? And they were like, sounds great. So for like 3 shows, we were the Blackberry Bitches. And then we were like, the farmer's market's never going to hire us. So let's be the Bushes. So we were the Blackberry Bushes for a lot of years. That
Right.
name, and the thing about blackberries, if you're, they're not quite the same here. As anyone from the Northwest, anyone seen the Northwest knows there are blackberries everywhere, and they're big, and they take over. And that's kind of like that band name. It's like we thought it was really funny, and then we could not get rid of it. That was not, it's like not the best band name, but we couldn't lose it. It was stuck.
Yeah, I remember some 23-year-old in the audience at your first shows, Bushes,
Yeah.
show us your butt. Bushes. Yeah.
It was a punk rock bluegrass band for sure.
So that was an all-girl band, and then some things happened, and I ended up joining the band, and it was still the Blackberry Bushes, and then we decided to tack on an even longer word.
Yeah, because our URL was not long enough as the Blackberry Bushes string band. So we became Jes Raymond and the Blackberry Bushes string band.
And then the name game distilled down to Jess and Jacob.
We just went with Jess and Jacob, except we spelled Jess with one S and Jacob with a K, so no one can find us.
Yeah.
Which is, it's like the
speakeasy.
undisclosed location.
Yeah.
We like to make things for other people to hear and then hide them.
Yeah. This is true. You can't find all of our albums in one place. They're under many different band names. So the next big exciting piece of news, which we're going to test market on this little group here, will be our guinea pigs. Is that?
We think we need a new band.
No, but I'm feeling good about this one. Right? It's been tested for a few months. We've been sitting on it, and we're kind of in this upheaval
You say it.
and reemergence again with these here in the valley, and kind of coming back out and playing shows again. So Jess sat on it for a while, and then she decided maybe she'd tell Jacob about the Bee Charmers.
I didn't just blurt it out because I kind of liked it, so I was like, I'm not going to just put this one out in the car because I know that might not land. But then I might have been in the car And you kind of liked it. What do you think? Should we go for it?
Thumbs up. We're seeing some thumbs up.
Say
there.
it again?
Yeah.
Beach animal.
The bee charmers.
Oh, the bee charmers,
Yeah.
like the insect?
Yeah.
Oh, like the
Like a
cord,
snake
like
charmer,
the
but a
cord.
bee charmer.
Right. You know.
The cord.
It's from fried green tomatoes. That's where I got it.
See, my mind immediately heard the beach armors. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. But since Jess is so fond of my spry eyebrow hair, we think we're actually going to have like little merchandise bits where you put on a pair of glasses and it just becomes a unibrow.
With little antennas.
Yeah, and little antennas, the beach charmers. Yeah.
You'd wear them, right? Yeah.
So do you go to Flourish to get your brows done?
No. So the middle here is like Crimea. You can take that, but do not touch Odessa over here. This is off limits, baby. This is gonna be part of NATO very soon. Yeah.
They joined the nut.
So we could talk forever. We could road stories. I mean, we have toured coast to coast for about 10 years. We have lots of road dog stories. We have this running bit about when we roll into a new place and we're like, oh man, this is like off the grid and there's like no one's gonna be here. Yep, definitely getting axe murdered here tonight. This is where the band. One time we pulled into like down around in Georgia somewhere. We pulled in and there were all these big ass holes dug up in the front yard. We're like, oh, mass grave site. We are definitely down here tonight. Turns out they were just doing some gardening or something.
Don't police state.
But probably one of the more unique stories that Jess and I share is playing in 2 Belgian prisons in the same day on a tour that we did to Benelux in 2011.
It's true. You know you have a good booking agent when you've got 2 Belgian prisons in the same day.
Fortunately, we started with the, unfortunately, I don't know how you look at it, but we started with the maximum security prison that was like, you know, the really, really bad people.
Also, yeah, they don't put people in prison for no reason in Belgium, so it's a little different than the Folsom prison
Yeah.
videos. I was like, oh, we'll be just like Johnny Cash.
Right.
It's not just like Johnny Cash.
Yeah, the maximum security prison was in downtown. I've already been into town, but it was just right there. You could see the high school from the window of the prison. I could see it. And then we did the medium security prison, which was actually a little more fun the next day or later that day. And
It was.
it was,
None of them spoke English. Zero English speaking.
but they knew the boss when we did I'm on Fire. They got that one.
They did. And they could catch on to, like, they kind of made up their own thing and really kind of took over. We were not in charge of that show. But
Do you have any other little stories that you want to share, or should we head home here?
oh yeah, why don't we head on?
Why don't we head home? So the Beach Charmers and First Friday Music coming up here around downtown, and
Well,
River Folk coming up.
And also
Oh, and the art show.
and I also have spent a lot of time. So we had a pandemic. Did you guys hear about that?
What are you talking about?
I know. You really want to be involved in one. It's awesome. Yeah. No. So while we were kind of laying low during the pandemic, I got myself. I dug in a little more to some visual art, and I made some really big pictures, and I hung them all up, and we're gonna have a party on Friday. So that's downstairs. I mean, I don't know where.
It's at the Two Rivers Print Studio in the Tip Top Building.
That's
That
right.
is a disclosed location. Yeah,
That one can be known. Yeah.
very good.
All right. Let's
Back to the tunes.
back to the tunes. Enough. All right. We'll start this one. 1, 2, 3. been a change in me, in the light, in the weather. That needle has been skipping, and it's time to flip the record. The skyline in the Emerald City, something like a prayer. I took a picture of that sunset to remember I was there. But now I'm turned around, and I'm headed back to where, with such conviction, I packed up and left. Yeah, I'm going, I'm going home. I'm going, I'm going home. Yes, I surely took the long way, but I am, I am, I am. I'm going home. Well, patterns there, they're dug in deep, and everyone's to blame. Walls have got a new coat of paint, but they whisper just the same. See, some rumors fall away, and others seem to swell. So I came to see the place itself, not the stories that they tell. It's a gravity I can't refuse, curious black hole. I can't tell while I'm spinning in if the center's warm or cold. But I'm going, I'm going home. I'm going, yes, I surely took the long way, but I am, I'm going home. Now there and back again, something's gotta grow on the mound of all these wrong turns I pile between the coasts. It might not be the old house I really came to see. It might be the woods beyond, yeah, that's what's really calling me. 'Cause coming or going, when sunlight hits those branches, see it from a distance, it looks just like second chances. Yeah, I'm going, I'm going home. I'm going, I'm going home. Yes, I surely took the long way, but I am, I am, I am. Oh, yes, I surely took the long way, but I am, I am, I am. I'm going home. Thanks, you guys.
Oh, where are we going next, Sarah, set list keeper?
Together, we're Cumberland Gap. Your pick.
I think we're gonna as I go first, though.
Oh, yes, because there's just no charting for that.
It's just no charting.
Yeah,
Or are you gonna do this one and then that one?
I'll do that one after.
Yeah, okay, sweet.
Let's finish up this one while we're set.
Little banjo,
There's a
double banjo action.
There is a little moment here where I have to tune these strings.
And I would love to talk about the venue here, Speakeasy Studios. Give me a wide shot if you would, kiddo. Back here on the sound, let's give it up for Nathan Perrin, please. You don't see him. He's behind the curtain back there doing all of the hard work. collating all of our video and audio into a beautiful stream that you can watch on Side Door. We had just a tiny little kerfuffle. We had to, get a new RTMP stream key right before the stream started. Woo, exciting. Don't you love that kind of stuff? After 2 years of live streaming.
When your RTMC stream key is
Yeah,
not right.
it's like Mordor. One does not simply live stream. It just doesn't happen that way. One does not simply walk into Mordor. So a wide shot in the room. I'm really excited that the what felt like somewhere between a comedy club and an Apple store, or a pawn shop and an Apple store, has turned into a little bit more of Steve's guitar. So over here on the wall we have the cello that I taught John Appleton cello lessons with at the Village. I got for $25 at a St. Vincent de Paul's
In Madison,
thrift store in
Wisconsin.
Madison, Wisconsin. And that's Jess's guitar right there, which doesn't live here. Our wall is filled, not during showtime, with unplayable instruments, and or instruments that people don't want to play anymore. And I thought, it would be nice. I mean, not just because the walls are so empty, but wouldn't it be nice to have a home for instruments that aren't going to get played for, that can hear music? So if you have an instrument out there in the world, somebody that's got an old fiddle or a mandolin or a guitar, or God forbid an auto harp, send it here to the Tuesday Jukebox. The auto harp here manifested from my neighbor's Amy and Corey Duda. So this is going to be like, you're going to get a commemorative spot on the wall, sort of like in the Muppets, that one restaurant they go. And then I'm really super proud of this Stella here that Ed Eastridge donated to this room. He described it as an identical twin to the guitar he first learned to play on. So we're starting to fill up the walls a little bit, kind of create a little bit more atmosphere in here. And of course, we've got an audience finally again. It feels fun and new, but also kind of nice to shake off a little bit of the rust. And our audience here is sitting on these beautifully painted chairs that we've been borrowing from the White River Indie Film Festival. So we have them until May, at which point we'll have to figure out what's going on with, maybe we're doing standing room only shows at that point, yeah. BYOC. Yeah. So we're back on standard banjo time. Are you ready for this? Yeah.
Started out together,
Okay.
you and me.
Cumberland Gap. Yeah.
It wouldn't be a dream if you didn't have to reach. Can't say where you land before you take your leave. So carry a rope for when the rocks get steep, and bring a bucket too, 'cause every little boat leaks. And love is a circle of stones. I'm a pile of tinder and you are the light. Now nobody rises all on their own. Hey, now together we could build something bright. Hey, now together. Hey, now together. Hey, now together. Build something bright. Hey, now build something bright. Oh, hey now together, hey now together, hey now together, build something bright.
All right.
Oh, thanks so much.
Oh, what a treat to have Jess here in the Jukebox. She timed this well to coincide with the opening of her art show and the end of well, not the end, but the conclusion of the Women's History Month series on the Tuesday Jukebox. Don't you slap me. I did childcare while you went to work today. I got slapped plenty, all right? We have a 4-year-old
We have a slapper.
We have a slapper. Yeah. He really doesn't like it when you make comments about mommy's hair. He just gets really upset, yeah.
He's 4, right? And I came in after I'd combed my hair one night, and I don't know, it might have been, it was like kind of poofy, and I'd like, anyone who has kind of curly hair, like if you just brush it, it turns into like a sheep, And so I did that. I came in and I was like, he was like, "Oh, mommy, your hair." And I was like, "Oh, you like it? It's kind of like a lion, right, Barrett?" And he was like, "You should fix that." Mommy, don't go out.
You're going to want to shake that baby. You're going to want to. They always tell you don't shake a baby, but at some point you're going to want to shake the baby. So while there's transition with cables and banjos here, I'll do a little recap. Tuesday Jukebox comes to you from an undisclosed location in downtown White River Junction. We are live streaming on Side Door. Next month is the local singer-songwriter series featuring Allie T, Ben Cogan, Allison Faye Brown with her full band, and Tommy Crawford to close out the month. And May will be bringing in artists from further out. We've got some folks interested in coming to play that are from some bordering states. So none of that is quite confirmed yet. But we are confirming that First Fridays are back. No fooling. April 1, we will have music in the Junction Arts and Media space, which is the Newberry Market. Junction Arts and Media, formerly CATV, will be headquartering out in the Newberry Market and are also operating in the Briggs Opera House. And we have a singers and songwriters showcase starting at 5 p.m. on First Friday in the Newberry Market, and that will feature Tommy Crawford, hosted by Ben Hogan, and Allison Faye Brown, and also Matt Seipel will be there. And that starts around 5 p.m. And then over here at the Two Rivers Print Studio, Jess will be having her show, and Steve and I will be hosting a Roots Americana jam. And then at 6 p.m., there will be a jazz jam in the Speakeasy. But if you want to find out where the Speakeasy is, you have to come to the art show first. And the Speakeasy will feature Cannon LaBrie and Dave Richard, and also a new group that DeWitt Mallory has put together. So that is First Friday, and then big announcement here in the Valley. We'll be producing, in association with, in conjunction with Northern Stage, River Folk Music Festival, July 11th. That's a Monday, so there shouldn't be anything on your schedules. I'm pretty sure everybody's free on a Monday night in the summertime. So check that out. We've got Ida Mae Specker, Brooks Hubbard, and the Western Terrestrials, supported by the Route 5 Revival House Band, which will feature Ed Eastridge, Marcus Kopening, Ben Cogan, and Alex Kelly, as well as Jess and I and Tommy. So really exciting news that we're finally bringing that into an outdoor space and partnering with Northern Stage, and we will be back in the Briggs Opera House sometime in the fall. Jess and I see this as a kind of a seasonal endeavor, so be looking for a new festival name game coming to you soon.
I get a new festival name every season. That's right.
All right, we're going to close it out here with one last tune on the jukebox. Thanks for coming in, Jess.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Nathan, for driving down from Lyndonville. Another round of applause.
All right.
The sky, it might be coming down, but I hope that it don't fall today. to me. I wasn't ready to show. Well, today I am feeling a little more brave. And you're not alone. We're all together now, all on our own. Yeah, you're not alone. We're all together now, all on our own. As I go home, as for me, I'm learning as I go. As for me, I'm learning as I go. We have seen a whole lot of storms, but we never seen a twister like this. And our box of band-aids, they're all long gone. Honey, I can't heal this one with my kisses. You can't walk away. We can't walk fast, we can't walk slow. There comes a time you gotta turn around and look at that shadow. And you're not alone. We're all together now, all on our own. You're not alone. We're all together now, all on our own. As for me, I'm learning as I go. As for me, I'm learning as I go. Hey, you're not alone. We're all together now, all on our own. You're not alone. We're all together now, on our own. As for me, I'm learning as I go. As for me, I'm learning as I go. Yeah, as for me, I'm learning as I go. As for me, I'm learning as I go.
Jes Raymond! The Bee Charmers! Steve Henning on the banjo, Ben Kogan. Look for him on April 12th back here in the Jukebox. Thank you all. Thanks to Nathan. Thanks to all the... Hi, Mom! All right, and take a bow. End stream. There we go. All right, come on back, folks. We'll light up the back room here. Open up the curtain. Those lights on. Buddy, how you doing?
All right. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah.
So fun to have the box so full.